And of course, okay, we currently $37,000 per person. We can survive. We can live up with the normal life of standard. Compare with okay, cannot compare with Singapore. Cannot compare with those advanced countries. But still, we can survive. But if we consider for Japanese economy at the global level, we can do something. So we did before electronics, we did before automobile, and but now we're going to what is the industry remaining for future opportunity is IT. So especially IT, we need to concern how to catch up with the world level. This is okay. China is China made in China. 2025. They just focus on 2049. Do you know what this means? 2049 means?
No.
Okay, 2049 is the level
What
of
year?
singularity.
Mm.
Singularity. So the AI is catching up, exceed the human brain's capability. So 2049, okay, they're going to govern the world, and they actually the first target 2025. No, no, no. Already China is catching up at the MG, uh, G5 level, but 2025 they're going to exceed many areas under the AI. He just did you see the plan for the 2025? This is very interesting. 10 issues that they provided. The 10 issues. All of those are AI. Unbelievable. All of those are AI. Everything they pick up in the world is the current issue. So this is they focus on at the country level and all over China level. They pick up 2025, 2035, and 2049. They have three targets. Very long range planning, right? So
Right.
Japan is, I told you before, Japanese company, Japanese government, they don't think long range, just only 3 years. But it's not sufficient for consider for IT, because
Right.
IT is we need to consider for the human people education and training. Those kind of area will take more than 10 years, right?
Mm.
Sort of thing we need to consider. That so it means okay, we're going to consider for the current unproductive people how to going to find their job. I don't have so much worrying about those areas because why that's I listen the idea I understand why Japanese do not speak at loud voice for the unemployment rate and or unproductive people employment because they believe they have confidence to find out their job. One example is healthcare system, care people, this is just the AI, which area, which the AI cannot handle it, but people need to consider human touch areas. Okay, we're going to find out a lot of business for those people, even if taxi driver lost job. But the other thing is government need to consider, okay, maybe is concerned about after 2025. Japanese, what is your advantage? None. So this is our technology we need to consider for that. This is, takes years, and much a lot of investment will going to be required. Much more focus on
Right.
younger people, right? So this is
But
one
who's
what
going to
my
make those
concern.
investments?
Yeah, right.
Who's going to make those investments?
What do you say?
Who is going to make those investments? Like I mentioned before, there's a big tendency on maximizing shareholder value, but shareholders do not have a long-term perspective. I mean, they buy and sell their shares, their stock, as they see fit. And if there's another industry that looks more promising than the one they're currently holding their stocks, it's a matter of just a quick call to their broker, and they can change their portfolio. So that means that every company will have a big responsibility towards their continuation of their business, to make the quarterly earnings report or the annual earnings report. But investing lots of money into developing technology costs time, costs a lot of money, and that means that basically their financial uh, figure, the number that they can show to their shareholders, will be less than their competitors. That is basically something that, in the current economic climate, nobody is willing to do. That's why a country like China has a big advantage there, because they can afford a more long run perspective, because they're working closely with the government. So they can afford to invest in 5G and in other technologies that will be necessary to weather long-term challenges. But our system is so much focused on now, today, this quarter, this year, that I'm worried that none of the private enterprises, who should normally be basically looking at, okay, what do we need in the longer run? How can we cater to these challenges that we mentioned? In our current economic climate, no company will be willing to slash their profits in half in order to invest into these into catching up in the technology gap with, for example, China.
That's right. This is, I think, shareholders. We need to consider maximize shareholders' profit benefit. But this is America going to change their policy, and Japan will going to change it. And we not 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 guarantee lifetime employment. We try to much more emphasize on the employees' benefit instead of shareholders' benefit. So how we're going to more utilize the employees? On the other side, many Japanese companies, I just made the analysis, 75% of or 85%, I forget which figure it is, but very close to 80% of companies, they are still maintaining old system, and they believe those system is asset, but actually almost all investment is focused on old system instead of new AI technology, new industry, new area, new IT. So this is completely different from American current situation and all the other rest of the world. Japanese much more like China. They don't have all the system. Country new, every system new. They can invest everything new. Like Huawei, they do not need to consider an old system. Japan is majority company much more sticking to the old system, like COBOL, assembler, C language. So all the system they try to how to maintain the current system. So that report recommend they need to change the system, and they try to renewal of the total system. This is going to be required. Okay, so capital is actually those capital they believe that capital are dead actually. So we need to reconsider the structure of their company asset. Company, what is your company asset? Yes, we have big system, fancy system, and we are profitable. And this year, last year, no. You need to consider next 10 years, and your asset belief system is not asset. This is dead, and actual asset is your worker. Currently, your employee is not asset. You try to how to get value added for those people. This is a way of how to revive a Japanese company, and we need to reconsider their system investment, not maintenance. Not maintenance. We need to change to the new advanced. Oh, as you know, the system is year by year or every half year advancing a lot, but that company system is just sustain 20 years, 30 years, 40 years. This is not good for us. So this is the other issue we need to consider seriously, consider to stepping up in the world, right?
Right. Yeah, the good news there is that actually Japanese companies are, especially the larger ones, usually are sitting on a lot of cash, a lot of they have very good liquidity, so they have the money to actually change it.
Oh yeah, that's right.